The field effect transistor is basically a transistor. है ना? Basically a transistor. That transistor what is transistor? You have the idea about two type of transistor, PNP, and here it is NPN. NPN. PNP stand for this. This is P, here it is N and then P. The terminals are, this terminals known as emitter, this terminal known as base, and this terminal as capacitor. Charge carriers are holes, here electrons, and in case of collector, it is holes. The second one is here NPN transistor. This is your N, this is P, and this is N again. This is the base, and here it is emitter, and this is the collector. So these are the electrons. Charge carriers are here holes, and here the electrons. Now, if we take the comparative view of FET. So again in FET, there are two types of the FET. One is P channel, and here it is N channel. P channel is, the block is P. This is P type. And this P type is engraved with the N type. So this one is source, this one is drain, and this point is known as gate. And in N channel, the block is N type, and here it is P type. This is your P type. Here this one N type, and this point is source, this point is drain, and here it is gate. So the terminology that we have used here, E stand for emitter, B stand for base, and C stand for collector. Here S stand for source, G stand for gate, and D stand for drain. D stand for drain. So these are the three terminals, and symbolically it is expressed as. Now basically, take the one simple example. If you want to differentiate between the transistor and FET, suppose this one is a plane. This one is a plane, and water is flowing on this plane surface. Water is flowing on this plane surface. So this is plane surface, and here it is the water. Water flow on the plane surface. If the surface is not plane, so what will be the possibility? Something like this. So water, if water is there, so up to this level, this is your bump. And up to this layer, water will water will stay and there is no flow. There is no flow. But if the water level will increase, if the water level will increase, then this water start off flowing in this way. Water start off flowing in this way. So it is a transistor. How it is transistor? This terminal is designed as E. This bump terminal is base and this terminal is C, collector. This terminal is collector. Now, in case of FET, suppose this is the surface, plane surface, and water is flowing this way. This way, water is flowing. But in place of this open, if you use this flow of water in a particular pipe, with the control knob, that can be controlled, and if there is an inlet water, then water will flow up to this extent. There is no flow, and here the water is flow in this part. Then this part is known as source. Here it is gate, and this is your drain, gate and drain. And it is FET. It is FET. So what basic difference you are observing? Here there is a bump. Here there is a bump, and this can be, take the example of natural flow of water, or say river flow. River flow of water is transistor. Here in case of FET, there is a canal, yeah, channel flow. And this channel flow is known as FET. This channel flow is known as FET. So these are the basic difference in the mechanism. And other than this, there are so many points that is there. Here it is the, you can say this is the first point. This is the first point, that is block. Here it is the second point which compare the nature of flow. And third and important point is transistor is current control device. Here FET is voltage control device. This is also called as BJT. B stands for bipolar. Bipolar means bipolar junction. Bipolar junction transistor. And here it is known as UJT. UJT, unipolar junction transistor. The charge carriers are both electrons and holes. Electrons are holes. Here, charge carriers are either electron or hole, but not both simultaneously. So this will more noisy. There is more noise, and here it less or negligible noise. And due to the signal noise ratio SNR, signal noise ratio, FET is better than the transistor. So these are the basics regarding the FET and transistor. Now take the details of the FET. So the most important point is unipolar. Unipolar means either electron or hole as charge carrier. Number one, unipolar. Second is channel. Channel is, there is a P channel or N channel. N channel. So this channel is similar as in case of canal. In which water is flowing. So what do you mean by water is flowing in a canal? अब देखते हैं नहर है और नहर में पानी बह रहा है और नदी में भी पानी बह रहा है. तो नहर में पानी जो बहता है वो नहर बनाया जाता है कि किस किस जगह हमें पानी ले जाना है, किस किस एरिया में ले जाना है ना. और नदी का जो पानी का बहाव है वो नेचुरल फ्लो है, वो आपके हिसाब से नहीं बह रहा है. नेचर के हिसाब से एक नदी ने अपना रास्ता बना लिया टेढ़े मेढ़े तरीके से और वो पानी फ्लो हो रहा. तो यदि हम चार्ज कैरियर या करंट की फ्लो की बात करें तो फेट इज एज कंपेयर टू द कैनल, नहर, और ट्रांजिस्टर इज एज कंपेयर टू द रिवर. दोनों में वाटर फ्लो हो रहा है लेकिन दोनों में ये बेसिक अंतर है. इसलिए फेट में हम कहते हैं कंट्रोल्ड है, नॉइज कम है ना. तो फेट इज इंप्रूव्ड वर्जन ऑफ द ट्रांजिस्टर. अब इसको जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखें, दैट इज द इंपॉर्टेंट इज फैब्रिकेशन. कैसे ये बनाया जाता है? यू सी देयर इज ए चैनल. ये इस तरह का एक ब्लॉक है और इस ब्लॉक में ये एक स्लैब और इसमें इसमें ये आपका एक ब्लॉक हो गया। कोई भी मान सकते हैं। ये मान लीजिए सपोज दिस इज पी टाइप ब्लॉक है, तो पी टाइप ब्लॉक से आपको बनेगा पी चैनल, विल गेट पी चैनल। इसी तरह से यदि हम एक दूसरा ब्लॉक ले लें, then this is known as N type semiconductor. So this N type semiconductor is termed as N channel. So what is advantage? In P type, the charge carrier is hole, and in N type, the charge carrier is electron. So hole are moving. Holes are moving from one end to other end. Holes are moving. Here, electrons are moving. Here the electrons are moving. You can refer this end as source S, then this end is drain. This end is drain. Similarly, in this case also, this end is source and this end is drain. Now the gate is heavily doped. Gate is heavily doped layer on this side. On this side of the surface, this part, and similarly to the wrapped. So if it is P type, then this is N type heavily doped, N plus. Similarly, in this case, there is a heavily doped, and this heavily doped is P plus. This is also below. This is also the P type, P plus. Here it is N and then P. So you can write, you can draw the diagram by including this, a channel and then dope, a channel and then dope for the simple concept. Then we can call this is the gate. Here it is source, this is drain, and this point is gate. This point, this gate and this gate, both are the same point, that is in a circular way. You can have this type. So this is what called P channel. This is P channel. Here, this is N channel. And these are the heavily doped, and it is known as gate. This is gate. And this gate is P plus. Here, this gate is N plus. And this point is source, and this point is drain. This point is source and this point is drain. So with this way, we can draw the circuit symbol as this is source, this one source, here it is drain, and this is your gate. So this terminal, the gate is taking away. In this case, this is your drain, this is source, and here it is gate. So for N channel, the arrow is made on this way. Here from the arrow is away from this way, this junction arrow. As we have in case of transistor, we used to notate this kind of symbols. This is collector, here it is emitter, and this one is a base. So if we put here, then it is termed as NPN transistor. And when you are putting inside, that is something like that. This is your base. Here, this is collector and this is base, as similar, but the only arrow point E, and then it is known as PNP transistor. And this is the PNP transistor. So arrow, if this arrow is directed towards the base, then it was PNP in case of transistor. But here, if arrow is directed towards this block, then it is N channel. Here, arrow is away from this base to emitter, then it is NPN transistor. And here, arrow is away from this block, then it is called as P channel. So this is P channel. Here it is N channel. So these are the basics of the transistors as per the symbol. And when we apply this, then there is when you apply a potential, if we discuss the operation, that is, if we apply the potential, this one is a block, and here it is the source, here it is the drain, and for the sake of simplicity, we can consider the N channel. Then what happened? If you connect this terminal with a source, something like this, then this is the positive and here it is the negative. So there is a negative voltage, here it is the positive voltage. So what will happen? Electrons are flowing from source to drain. Electrons are flowing from source to drain. These are the electrons. Electrons are flowing from source to drain. If you see this point, and here it is the point, these points have different potentials. This point has different potential. This potential, say VD, this potential is VD. And if you draw the line, that is here it is x is equal to 0 and this is the x. X is equal to 0 and x. You are suppose measuring this potential from here to this point. This point is x. So at this point, x is equal to 0. At this age, the potential is VD. This potential is VD. And at this point, at a certain distance x, the potential is negative. And say if it is grounded, here it is grounded. So this is the 0 potential. So we have this kind of a potential gradient. This is the potential gradient. And due to this potential gradient, if we consider any 2 points, then this point is say V1 and here it is V2 at a distance x1 and here it is x2. Suppose this point is x1 and this point is x2. The corresponding potential is V1 and here the corresponding potential is V2. So what we find, V2 is greater than this x0, x1, this is the, okay. We are just reverse the name. This point is x1, so it is V1, and this point is x2, so this is V2. So V1 is greater than V2. This V1 is greater than V2. So this potential V1 is greater than, this potential V1 is greater than V2 at this point and this point. So we see there is a potential gradient. From this, there is a potential gradient. There is a potential gradient from source to drain. So what will be the impact of this potential gradient? The impact is something like this. This is your source and here it is drain. And this is the gate. This is the gate point. This is the gate and this gate is of P plus. Here the gate is P plus. So this point is, say, this one is a positive potential, say minus 20 plus 20 volt positive potential, and here it is 0 potential. So this point can have say 15 volt and here say 5 volt. This point potential is 5 volt and say this point potential is 15 volt. So at this gate point, the potential is different. So this n-type channel has the positive point. So electrons are coming here. So across the P plus and N, this is something like a P or N junction, something like PN junction, then a CDR region will form across the junction. CDR region. Or if this is positive and this is negative or 0, then this one is the case of reverse bias. Then it is case of reverse bias. What I mean to say, at this junction, the biasing is reverse bias. So what will happen? Due to the reverse bias, there is a formation of CDR region. There is a formation of CDR region. This is the CDR region. So in this CDR region, what is the uniqueness? The uniqueness is, we see this CDR depth is more at 15 volt, less at 5 volt. This depth, the depth is more. So if depth is increased, then the passage will decrease. This is the way in which electron can flow. Here the passage is large. So at this 5 volt, the passages are high, more electrons are flowing. Here the passages are small, so less electrons is flowing. This one is a way to express this FET, and this one is the FET depletion region. So this is all about this part of the FET and its direction. अभी हम बंद करते हैं, फिर रीस्टार्ट करेंगे आफ्टर few seconds because 40 minutes is over.